got some huge news regarding Quant. We'll be telling you all about it in this video. We'll be telling you about some possible new partnerships that have been talked about and mentioned that Quant will be taking on in the next couple months. We're also going to be telling you about some possible theories that I have on Quant and how I think the price will actually develop pretty fast, especially as we get closer to the bull market, which I believe to be somewhere in 2023. And with that being said, let's get into it. And before we get in, remember, nothing's financial advice. Do your own research. And with that out of the way now, let's get back into the video. You can actually see here at the moment the price of Quant is 162, and in fact if you go back a couple days when I made my video on Quant, my last video on Quant, I did mention we're going to be seeing a bearish trend, and that's exactly what we're seeing. We're going through a correction, a dump from the people that made profits in this huge rise, this huge pump that we've seen in September, and it's well healthy for the token. It was needed, in fact, as you know, this was good, the pump was good. We've had a whole lot of new people come into the project and learning about Quant. I was actually one of them, which is obviously really good. And well, I mean, for me anyways, but there's a whole lot of other people that have obviously learned about the token. They've also made profits. Some obviously made losses. A lot of them actually made losses, but that was obviously expected in my opinion, which is completely normal. As you do not buy the news, you sell the news, right? That's what you should do. You shouldn't actually buy the news, as you probably get in the pump later on and be the exit price for other people. But anyways, with that being said, at the moment, as I said, we're looking at extremely bearish trends with Quant, and it makes sense. We're in a bear market. Even though we have some cool theories, we don't really have any announcements or news regarding Quant as of yet. We've seen some things leak on Twitter, you know, some possible partnerships, links with some pretty big names in the corporate and in the financial space, but you know, that's all theories. And at the moment we're looking at an extremely bearish trend, and I think we'll keep on seeing that for the next couple of weeks, and actually, you know what, probably months as well. And yeah, right now is best time is to dollar cost averaging, especially in the days we see these big dips like here, so you'll be able to catch the average of the price of Quant in this bear market. Dollar cost averaging, best way to go about it. But also, do want to remind you that nothing's financial advice. Do your own research. That is the case in every one of my videos, so please keep that in mind. If you are going to buy Quant or any other cryptocurrency, do not listen to any influencer, YouTuber, social media creator, as a lot of the times you will just lose your money. Just go and do your own research, and also take these videos with literally a pinch of salt. But with that being said, now let's move on to some news things from the community that I thought were really good for you guys to know about, as yeah, it's really important to just keep up with what's going on in the community, as you will actually learn more about the token and know how to make the right decisions. And also later on in this video, I'll be showing you some possible partnerships that Quant will be taking on, so definitely stay tuned for that. For this, you can see a tweet from Michael Zeldin, shout out to him. You can see QNT doesn't move when it's confirmed that one of the largest banks in India with over 5,000 branches in 17 countries is using QNT, and Doge runs because Elon Musk is buying Twitter. Now, to be fair, the Doge thing, I did make a video on it the other day, and you know, it makes sense. You know, the whole meme space in crypto, it completely makes sense for Doge to pump, and it didn't pump too much, but to be fair, for a bear market, it did pump a fair amount. On the other hand, Quant has got a huge partnership with over 5,000 branches in 17 countries, and also the largest bank in India. And that, in my opinion, is massive. It might not do anything at the moment as much, but in the long term, it definitely will. And we take things like these, you know, we're just reading these things on tweets and making it sound normal, but this is a massive deal. 5,000 branches with the biggest bank in India. I mean, that's massive, as you know, crypto is massive in India, and clearly here they're having huge connections with a massive country. A lot of people that in India that are into cryptocurrency that I even know. So I'm really excited with this partnership, and the fact they're doing all of this in the bear market and the price is in a bearish trend makes me even more excited. Moving on, this is actually a photo from Google Images posted by Quant Toronto. Shout out to him. You can actually see here all the possible partnerships and connections that Quant has that will actually lay out or possibly lay out and have the potential to actually happen in the next couple of months and even years, of course. You can see here some of these companies are a lot of social companies, online internet companies like Gmail, WordPress, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook, Outlook. You guys get the idea. YouTube, Shopify, Slack, so on. And then you got a lot of payment APIs that they will actually have connections to. Of course, remember, Quant is a cryptocurrency based on ISO 222, and it's going to have a huge connection with a whole lot of infrastructures. And right here you can actually see a bunch of companies and also banks like HSBC, Oracle, JP Morgan, Citibank, BNP. They will have some huge connections in the banking space and also the IoT API space, like Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, Cisco, and so on. Quant is going to be well connected in different spaces. And by the way, if you do not know what ISO 222 is, it is a standard for exchanging electronic messages. And you can see here the format is already used by many real-time low-value and high-value clearing systems around the world. You can see here ISO 222 is a richer, better defined, and more granular than its I can't even say that word, of Swift. Now, if you don't know what Swift is, it's the payment system we're using right now. For example, when I send money using a bank transfer, that would be the Swift system, the Swift banking system. And you can see here the financial system with Swift. It's pretty, I guess, it's been here for a while, when ISO 222 is much richer and it's much better. And there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are taking it on. I know XRP obviously is, Hedera I think is another one of them. There's a couple that are, and Quant, in my opinion, is going to be one of the most well-connected ones. Now, recently, a tweet by Altcoin Daily that did mention his portfolio. I thought I'd mention it because it's pretty cool, pretty big. I mean, I said one of the biggest names in the space actually. You can see here, he's got 5% of his portfolio on QNT. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. Of course, some other currencies that I'm bullish on, like Gala, XRP, Algorand, ADA. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, you know what, possibilities are there. I'm not exactly fully into Cardano. BTC, Ethereum, of course, the big boys in crypto space. In fact, Ethereum at the moment, I'm definitely holding some Ethereum, but I'm not holding as much as I should be. Because I do feel like we'll see some better returns. Also, same with Bitcoin, but we'll see better returns with projects like Gala, XRP, especially. So in my opinion, is one of the safer bets at the moment. And if they do win that, you know, legal battle they do have, I do feel like it's going to be massive news. And not only that, this itself is so undervalued at the moment because we are in the bear market. And especially with that news dropping, when it does, it's going to be making it even bigger. And of course, we've got SHIB here, where it's got 0%. You just have to drop it in for some engagement, I guess, if he even needs it. You can see here in the next week, QNT, Judge Jill, and his old work buddy, the new Prime Minister of the UK, must be nothing. And in fact, Jill Beverdian of Quant, of course, you can see here, he's actually an old work partner with Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. You can see here, we're going to see my ex-colleague at HM Treasury, like the High Majesty Treasury, support fintech and financial services, a critical sector to drive innovation and growth in the UK. And that is coming from Gilbert Verdian and his connections with Rishi Sunak. He is an ex-work partner. They worked together in the past, the ex-colleagues, and that's going to be massive. Possibly it could mean absolutely nothing, but knowing how well connected Quant is, if these guys, which from the looks of it have got a great relationship, this could be massive, right? Because the UK obviously is trying to implement their own British digital currency, British dollar, British pound digital currency, and if they do, he's got someone clearly that knows what he's doing, that is able to provide exactly what they would need to connect that currency to all the infrastructures they would need. So that is, in my opinion, going to be massive, and we might actually see it all lay out very soon. By soon, I mean months or even years, right? Now, the last thing I will show you, even BitBoy's in the, BitBoy, what a guy, big name in the space. And he's actually made a video recently about the ISO 222 and how it's going to dominate crypto, and also really just digging into Quant, talking about it. And I thought that was pretty cool. We all know that all the biggest names in crypto are holding Quant or are looking to buy Quant or dollar cost averaging Quant. It's one of those tokens that, in my opinion, a lot of people obviously clearly didn't know about at the start of the year. But now it's like, if you don't have Quant or you're not planning to have Quant in your portfolio coming to the bull market, you are kind of out of, I don't know, you're just out of the game, if you're going to say that, out of the game. And yeah, this is one of the currencies that I feel like you probably want to have, especially with the potential this has. And also, I feel like it is pretty safe. In crypto terms, it's much safer than a lot of the lower caps like Gala, which, by the way, I'm extremely bullish on Gala, especially when it comes to the bull market. But I'm just saying it's probably one of the safer bets, especially with all the potential potential connections that we already know of. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. This is all we're going to have for today. It is for 10 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to Crypto Maxi. Peace.